Can you imagine a king? A king who spent much of his life lying in bed, laughing, enjoying himself. And yet, he still ruled an entire empire. If you skip without subscribing, you will literally miss stories you will never hear again. And once it's gone forever. That king was Charles II of England. He ruled from 1660 to 1685, a period known as the Restoration. But unlike the kings you might read about in history books, Charles didn't run his kingdom with strict laws or endless council meetings. Instead, he treated the crown almost like a game of pleasure, charm, and scandal. His private life was as famous as his political life. Charles's mistresses weren't hidden in the shadows. They were celebrated, pampered, and even given titles of nobility. People watched in shock as romance turned into a public show. Some of his children, born outside of marriage, were raised with status and influence, quietly gaining real power at court. Meanwhile, his queen, Catherine of Braganza, endured repeated public humiliation. She was married to the king, yet he openly flaunted his affairs, leaving her trapped in a gilded cage of ridicule and loneliness. Across Europe, society gossiped endlessly. In London, whispers of his escapades filled the taverns. In Paris, salons buzzed with stories of his audacity. Even his own ministers, who were meant to maintain order in the kingdom, were shocked and often powerless to intervene. But Charles? He laughed, charming and unbothered, as though the world itself were a stage for his amusement. And when he finally died in 1685, his final moments were not marked by reflection on God, country, or legacy. Instead, his last words celebrated himself, a fitting end for a king who had spent his entire life bending tradition